I shot him. I thought that he was faster than speed.
These are low. I host a sing-along to Once More with Feeling every year, and you should come. And this last year we had a contest where we had everyone do the Snoopy dance. Could we see the originator?
I always end the show with a Snoopy dance so that people who want to take pictures of the Snoopy dance can get ready. It's a crowd pleaser. So I will do it at the end, absolutely.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you for asking.
Just wondering if you actually read the Buffy comic books, and if so, do you are agreeing with what they're doing with your character in it?
I know what's going on with the Buffy comic books because of the wonderful fans. Again, I don't read comics. It's something I started. I read one comic as a child. It was before I met Superman, probably 7 or 8, and it was Archie. And I read like 2 pages. I remember I was camping, and I was camping up in the hills above Los Angeles, and it was snowing outside, and we were in a cabin, and it was Thanksgiving, and everything was going for it in terms of comfort level, you know? I was upstairs in my bedroom, there was a nice warm light on, snowing outside, which is when you should love reading, and I'm like, and I'm on page 2, I'm like, what the fuck is this? So I then equated all comics to Archie. I'm like, these people are idiots, you know what I mean? So I started again playing baseball.
Does that mean you think they're taking your character in a stupid way then? If you think all comic books are...
Wait, say that one more time?
Well, the Buffy comics, do you like what they're doing with your character if you know what's going on?
I can't.
Sorry, do you know what's going on with your character in...
Oh yeah, I know that I'm with Dawn, that Buffy experimented with some women, or a woman. If I'm not mistaken, it was Kennedy? Who? Yes, that one. And I'm kind of in charge. Yeah, I mean, I know what's going on, but I don't. But also, Josh said if we were to ever do a movie, we wouldn't start from where the comics are. We would do something different.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm just wondering if you have any plans to up your profile on Twitter? Because I noticed your assistant is on there a lot, but I'm wondering if you plan to tweet more in the future, since social media is such a big thing these days.
Wait,
Twitter?
Yes, Twitter, twatty.
Your assistant is on Twitter a lot, and I'm wondering if you plan to up your profile on Twitter and be on more often.
You know, I do it from time to time, but I honestly, if you guys knew how retarded I was when it came to that kind of stuff, you know, I don't know, I was talking to my writing partner, I'm like, listen, I need help, because my phone here, right, look at my phone, this is an iPhone, and I've got, and this is a business card, that's in the iPhone, so I've got all my contacts in here, correct? If I lose this, I'm screwed, because I don't know how to back shit up. So I talked to my writing partner, I'm like, I said, I need help, like, back this stuff up. She's like, well, yeah, iCloud. I'm like, whatever that is, can you just come and help me? You know? I mean, we should thank God for Jackie, because I do go on, she set up my whole account. So, you know, so I do it. But I really don't, listen to me. I don't have much to say. And also, who wants to hear shit from me, you know what I mean?
We do.
Who the fuck cares what I'm thinking? Really, it's like, oh, I just had a burrito. Oh, the burrito just came out of my butt. Who cares, you know? To me, it's just a bit, like, people like themselves a little bit too much. You know what I mean? For me, personally. But I love you guys.
So we should look.
You're here right now.
We're
We're making actually said contact. Isn't this the way it should be? Say it again. I'm sorry, the people were
Come
applauding.
at my house anytime and we can make contact. You can come stay at my house anytime and we can make contact.
When your leg gets better, tweet me.
Hi. Which production started really bad and then slowly got better, and vice versa?
In regard, like in terms of a whole production?
Yeah, whole production.
I mean, I've been very fortunate to not have been, like the stuff that started really bad was never really seen by anybody. You know, like there were a couple pilots that were never really seen. So, I mean, I've been really fortunate to have been a part of projects that never really started bad, or really good and then went bad.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, I'm kind of lucky that way.
What was it like working with Sarah Michelle Gellar?
How old is she?
What was it like?
What was it like working with her? Like working with God. Lovely. Sarah, I love Sarah. You know, it was she worked her ass off, you know? She was in every scene. That's a lot of work. You know. Huh? Not when she was dead. But then she was shooting an episode of Saturday Night Live, so she was still working. I'm not seeing an episode right now. Because listen, I'm a twin and I don't want to see evil twins. I don't watch, see this is the thing, I don't watch much TV. I read a lot. And I work, I read, and I think a lot. And I cry sometimes. Did I answer your question? Thanks, sweet. Thanks, buddy.
Derp.
Hi.
You were in every episode of Buffy the Vampire Slayer except for one.
Right.
Talking with dead people, right? Was it weird missing out on that episode?
Yeah. I just didn't have any dead people to talk to. You know, essentially that was the... but, I mean, it just kind of sucks because, you know, now it would be cool to say I was in every single episode. No, I was paid for every single episode. But that doesn't really matter. And I was in the presentation. So the only person that was in every single episode was Sarah, with the presentation that we reshot. So I don't feel so bad anymore. I came close. But not quite.
Hi. I'll preface this question by admitting that I was actually stuck in a lineup outside, so I got here a bit late. So if someone's asked this question, tell me to shut up and sit down.
Okay.
There were a lot of plot lines on Buffy about Xander sort of not having superpowers or feeling a bit left out, or people telling Xander that he didn't have, you know, superpowers and he should feel left out. How like, did that actually transfer into you at all? Like, were you ever sort of saying, well, I really would like some superpowers, or I'd like...
No, I never wanted a power.
Okay.
Because that was the only thing that set him apart. If I had a power, then the power that I have of observation and witty, sardonic, rapier shit, I would be voiceless. Because what, I could throw balls of fire out of my palms, you know?
Well, yeah, but you could make witty one-liners while you're doing that.
Huh?
You could make witty one-liners while you're doing that.
Yeah, but still, I mean, there's something Xander was, it came from the insecurity of that he felt that he was different from everybody. So yeah, no, the only time that I felt really bad, where it affected my life was the episode where we were done, where I put the spell on the girls so they all liked me. And right before, I mean, I was in there because my scene was about to be shot, and all the girls in school were bagging on Xander. How nerdy he was, how, you know, stupid and ugly. And I'm sitting there, like, Nikki's sitting there, and I'm like, this sucks. You know, because that's me. So that was the only time that I felt that, but never because I didn't have the superpower.
Cool. Awesome, thanks so much.
Thank you. Hey, Charisma Carpenter, did we ever date? Never, she's the one I didn't date.
This isn't a question, just a comment. I wanted to say you're awesome, and Xander was totally badass. Loved his character on Buffy so much.
Thank you so much.
So So I know you might be a little bit biased because one of them took out your eye, but who was your favorite big bad throughout the seasons of Buffy?
Well, listen, the thing with Nathan is this. I was, no joke, Joss, no, I love Nathan. My favorite big bad was the Master. Anything in because again, the first season was magical, you know? Because we knew that we had something. It was, after that first, it's like, holy shit, there's something really cool is happening here, you know? But I was actually, Joss, I think it was season 5, I get a message from upstairs that Joss wants to meet me in my trailer, and I'm like, fuck. You know what I mean? What did I do? And I'm just racking my brain, like, did I fuck up somehow? So he comes in, he's like, I just want you to know that I'm writing a show for you. And I'm like, oh, sweet. He's like, it's about basically a Western in outer space. And I'm like, that sounds, and you're gonna play the captain. So I was actually supposed to be, I was supposed to play Captain Tight Pants. It was written for me. And then the last season, Fox wanted the show, so Joss is like, we can't do it. So then Nathan, not only did he take my eye out, he used Captain Tight Pants.
So really it was
and I don't know if you guys noticed. Pants pretty tight.
Alright, thank you.
Oh, the Master, thank you for the whistle. Hey, do these pants make my ass look fat? No, your ass makes your ass look fat. I love that. Never say that to anybody, by the way.
Hi, I was kind of sitting there and I was thinking about the show and I realized that of all the male characters, you actually hooked up with the most girls on the show. And so I was kind of wondering, like, if you could have written it, who you would have ended up with in terms of like Buffy or Faith or Willow or Cordelia or anybody, or Anya.
Well, it's hard to say because they're all just fairly dysfunctional relationships. Well, Willow obviously doesn't want me, wouldn't want me. She made the turn. Faith is too wild. It would probably have to be Buffy.